All right, guys, we just had a customer bring in a ZForce 950. She's only got 242 miles on her, I think, if we get this to work. 242. And they were riding over the weekend, and the rear end's totally locked up on her. So he said, right now I think it's totally locked up. There's a lot going on in the rear diff. Before, he said the front, or the shaft coming back to the diff was spinning. So they could be in gear and that the shaft was winging along and there's nothing happening in here. But they got towed out of the woods, and probably by the time they got done being towed out, she was completely locked up. So we just got it off his trailer for him, and we'll get this thing torn apart and we'll let you know what's going on. So we made quick work of his machine. He dropped it off last night at 6 o'clock, and it is the next morning here. It's only like 10:30 this morning. And we got the differential out. You can see it's completely out of the vehicle here. What's cool to CFMoto is that the actual axles actually come out of the machine. So when we were a Polaris dealer, we would fight with axles. So if you've ever done an axle on a Polaris, you know what I'm talking about. You'll beat on them for hours. So CFMoto's come right out, and the first thing we do is drain the fluid. And look at that. You can see all the metal shavings in there. Maybe hard to tell, but that's all shavings in the oil there. And then we'll walk over and have a look at the actual rear diff here. So comes apart super easy, and the guys right away noticed that this little stub that comes on the outside here, you can see this bolt is broken off right here. So try to get this camera to focus here. There we go. So snapped right off, and you can see it snapped off in the end of it. So what happened was, when that bolt snapped off, it let this push in further. So as I guess I can't do it too much, but there we go. So it let it go in further, and when that happened, you can see how it started grinding on everything and catching. So that's what was causing the wheels to lock up on the vehicle. And they had mentioned, like, we were able to rock it and get it back to the trailer. Well, it makes sense, because maybe when they rocked it, they were able to push this gear out a little bit, and that let the wheels spin enough to get back to the trailer. So there's a drain plug that came out of it. So this is our first rear end failure on a CFMoto. We've been doing CFMoto since 2017. So we are very thankful. In CFMoto, they have them in stock, which is amazing. We've already checked on the parts. Parts are already in order for him. So he's getting a whole new rear diff, by the way. And because you can see the case here got chewed up pretty good with these little pieces kind of flying around. So the advantage of buying from our shop is that we take care of people right away, and parts are already on order. So pretty pumped with CFMoto and their customer service. They take care of customers. So little update. There's really not something here I can tell you guys to do to prevent that. It's not something that I can say, oh, check your bolts more often. That just happened to be something that snapped. So not even like a high pressure bolt either, because there's not pressure on it. It's just holding that there. So just a random failure, but we thought we would show you what happened to this CFMoto. Again, it was a ZForce 950 HO Sport 2022 with 240 miles on it. So enjoy your day.